The Bay Area subway station system, which has been placed strategically on the walls.
Cool, my favorite is that.
Everybody inside? Okay, good. So whenever whoa. Okay, that's just whatever little California troubles, which we get all the time. Maybe not so little. Everyone just stay in your seats and hang on. Let's get to the big one. On the left, the street here, the good look out. Hang on, third car.
You took a picture of my face.
I think I hear the train coming. It is the train. Look out! Okay, everyone just please remain in your seats. Stand by for roll on the right. Water, lots of it too.
You're spitting out water.
What the hell?
Where's the cheer? That was crazy. It was scary.
You missed him screaming.
I thought I caught it.
Great job, everybody. You all just played a role in Earthquake the Big One, a simulation of an 8.3 on the Richter scale, making it certainly a mechanical effect of major. And there's our shark. Hang on a second. Doesn't this shark look a little small? I thought it was supposed to be 25 feet long. This one couldn't be longer than 14 or 15 feet. You know what? These fishermen, they have such a tendency to exaggerate the truth when it comes to the size of their catch. I was saying things like, I caught one that was 25 feet long. We know what they really meant. Well, here's the police divers. And wait a minute. Look at that. You see what there's a fin in the water. It's a shark. He's coming this way, isn't he? He's turning towards the police diver. Oh, no, sir, please, yeah, you gotta get back in the boat. Out of the water before we're too late. It's Jacuzzi of Terror. Don't worry, a little club soda is gonna get that right out. Thanks, I'm here, all you folks. Oh, look, they said there will be blood, and they weren't kidding. Everybody, please take your seats. We gotta get out of here. Yeah, I think our boys caught the wrong shark. This means the real Jaws is still out there somewhere. Our only hope now will be if he takes the bait attached to the yellow buoy in the harbor. He's taking the bait. He's taking the pier. Hang on.
Yeah, that's hot. You get that?
On the right, look out. Everyone, please take your seats. They were always saying, the shark is not working for me.
We just waited around. We just waited and waited and waited.
The shark worked well enough, and we, for a while there, had the base.
And coming up on the right is a house with a white picket fence, home to poor Mary Alice, played from Beyond the Grave now by Brenda Strong. Just past Mary Alice's house, the house with the two coach lanterns in front, is the home of Bree, played by Marcia Cross. And the light brown house coming up on the right is home to the Mayfair couple, played by Dana Delaney and Nathan Fillion. The big blue house that looks kind of new here on the right is Mrs. McCluskey's new house, built to replace her old one, destroyed in the tornado that recently hit Wisteria Lane. Take a look at the chimney there, folks. Don't think you want to light a fire in that one. It's thin fiberglass.
Welcome home. Wisteria Lane.
That's Nicolette Sheridan as Edie. Her house is this pink house coming up on the right.
I'm not gonna drop
you. I might strangle you for climbing up here in the first place, but drop you, no.
And the first house coming up on the right, one with the home of Lynette, played by Felicity Huffman.
You gotta be kidding. She pushed her car yesterday. Oh no, she's not.
Well, I have a problem with seeing other girls.
Well, I'm coming here with husband.
Here's Terry Hatcher as Susan. Her house is this yellow one here to the right. Wisteria Lane is certainly no Mayberry. The news is The Grinch. The film's narrator was Sir Anthony Hopkins, Dr. Hannibal Lecter himself. Speaking of deranged killers in the movies, remember Norman Bates, played by Anthony Perkins?
We have 12 vacancies. 12 cabins, 12 vacancies.
Well, here's his place of business and home, the Bates Motel and Psycho House, from Alfred Hitchcock's classic thriller Psycho. These sets also turned up in our 1998 recreation of Psycho with Vince Vaughn as Norman, along with television shows like The A-Team, The Hardy Boys Mysteries, and Murder, She Wrote.
I'll be darned.
The Psycho House.
Now, coming up, one of the most impressive movie sets ever created, the spectacular crash site from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds.
Is it real thing?
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven had.
It was art director Rick Carter from War of the Worlds, and now, if you'd like, you may stand up and move around for some photos or video.
We first began to sit down to talk about the War of the Worlds. I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
All right, now I'm going to ask everyone to return to your seats. Once everyone's seated, we're going to start moving again, so please take your seats. Coming up ahead of us here is a log cabin seen recently in the film. Make sure to take your seat back there in like the third, fourth car. It's a log cabin seen recently in the film Shooter starring Mark Wahlberg. It was also used in the comedy The Great Outdoors with Dan Aykroyd and John Candy.
Get that around here stuff isn't always what it seems, or where it seems. The Universal Backlot can double as basically any city or place in the world, but...
Try to San Fernando Valley.
Oh, no, stop, okay? Stop that music, I don't like that. No, stop. It's not funny anymore. I'm not Shark Bait. Big star, Oscar person. Lenny!
So that wall there is where Jim Carrey sailed to the end of his world in the unforgettable ending of The Truman Show. Speaking of sailing to the end of the world, Falls Lake appeared in Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, also in National Treasure Book of Secrets. And speaking of the Caribbean and sharks and stuff, here's Falls Lake as the entire Caribbean in Jaws the Revenge. Their need for speed. On the left, you'll see vehicles like this flying mule from the 2005 science fiction western Serenity. Ahead of us is the futuristic APC vehicle from this year's film Doomsday. And here's some Back to the Future cars, including Biff's car, a DeLorean, a Pulse vehicle, and a hover-converted Edsel from the year 2015 from Back to the Future Part 2. And finally, here's some Fast and the Furious race cars, including one from the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. Filmmakers rely on these picture cars to really supercharge their films. Adding just the right vehicle can make or break a big Hollywood blockbuster. This is especially true with full-throttle movies like The Fast and the Furious.
Fast and the Furious.
Combining these picture cars with computer-generated imagery and motion control technology allows our filmmakers to bring nearly impossible scenarios to life. Now we're going to go behind the scenes of Tokyo Drift to see how all these effects I've been talking about come together. Welcome to Special Effects Stage number 55. As you can see, it's all...